The hairy frog, also known as the horror frog or Wolverine frog, is a unique amphibian native to the dense rainforests and montane regions of Central and West Africa, particularly in Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the Republic of the Congo. It thrives in warm, humid environments near fast-flowing streams and rivers, where it can find shelter among rocks, leaf litter, and dense vegetation. These frogs are most commonly found at elevations ranging from 200 to 1,600 meters, 656 to 5,250 feet, favoring areas with high rainfall and consistent moisture, as their semi-aquatic nature requires proximity to water. The streams they inhabit are crucial for their reproductive cycle, as their tadpoles rely on strong currents and rocky surfaces covered in biofilm for food. The dense foliage of African rainforests provides ample hiding spots, protecting them from predators while offering a rich supply of invertebrates, their primary food source. One of the most distinctive adaptations of the hairy frog is its keratinized claws, which are not true claws but bony projections that pierce through the skin when the frog is threatened. This remarkable feature, unique among amphibians, makes it one of the most unusual defensive creatures in the animal kingdom. The hairy frog has a stocky and muscular build, well adapted for both terrestrial and semi-aquatic environments. Its body is robust and broad, with strong limbs that allow it to move efficiently across rocky streambeds and forest floors. The hind legs are particularly powerful, aiding in both jumping and swimming. In terms of size, the hairy frog is relatively large compared to most amphibians. Adult individuals typically grow between 8 to 13 centimeters in length, with males usually being slightly larger than females. Their weight varies depending on age and habitat, but most adult frogs weigh between 50 to 120 grams. The coloration of the hairy frog is primarily earthy brown or mottled grayish-brown, allowing it to blend seamlessly with the rocky and leafy environments of its rainforest habitat. Some individuals may have a slightly greenish or darker hue, enhancing their camouflage against moss-covered rocks and damp forest floors. The underside is generally paler, ranging from beige to light gray, sometimes with speckled patterns. Their skin is rough and somewhat warty, providing additional texture that helps with camouflage. The hairy frog is not known for exceptional speed but is rather built for short bursts of power and agility. Its strong, muscular hind legs allow it to make quick, forceful jumps when threatened, helping it evade predators in its dense rainforest and rocky stream habitats. While there are no precise measurements of its speed in terms of kilometers per hour, its movement style is more reliant on leaping and rapid scrambling rather than sustained running or swimming. In water, the hairy frog is a competent swimmer, using its webbed hind feet to propel itself through strong currents. However, it does not rely on speed as a primary defense mechanism. Instead, when confronted by predators, it often remains motionless to blend into its environment or employs its unique defense mechanism, breaking its own toe bones to produce retractable claws for protection. On land, the frog moves cautiously, using a combination of crawling and small hops, which is common among many frog species that dwell in forested environments. Its muscular limbs make it agile enough to navigate rocky, uneven terrain, but it is not designed for sustained high-speed movement like some other amphibians. Instead of outrunning predators, it relies on camouflage, ambush tactics, and its unique defensive claws to survive. The hairy frog is known to produce low, grunting calls, but it is generally not a highly vocal species compared to other frogs. Its sounds are typically short, deep croaks or growls, which are used for territorial displays and attracting mates during the breeding season. These calls are often described as raspy, guttural, or clicking noises, suited to their dense rainforest habitat where low-frequency sounds travel better through vegetation and water. There is limited research on the full range of their vocalizations, but their sounds help distinguish individuals, mark territories, and ensure successful breeding. However, in some cases, the species is known more for its physical adaptations, like retractable claws, than for its vocal communication. One of the most astonishing survival strategies of the hairy frog is its ability to break its own bones to produce sharp, retractable claws. When threatened by predators, the frog forces the bony tips of its toe bones through its skin, forming temporary claws that can inflict painful wounds. Unlike true claws, these are not made of keratin, but are instead bone fragments covered by soft tissue. Scientists believe the claws may retract once the frog heals, though this process is not yet fully understood. While it is capable of swimming using its strong hind legs, the hairy frog does not spend its entire life in water. It prefers staying close to rocky streams, where it can quickly escape into the water if threatened. Its webbed feet help it navigate fast-flowing currents, but it also moves efficiently on land, using a mix of crawling and hopping to get around. This species thrives in fast-moving streams in tropical rainforests, where oxygen levels are high and competition is fierce. Its unique adaptations, including camouflage, defensive claws, and strong parental instincts, help it survive in environments where many other amphibians would struggle. The hairy frog is a carnivorous predator that relies on stealth, patience, and quick reflexes to catch its prey. As a nocturnal hunter, it becomes active at night, searching for food in the dense rainforest floor and along rocky stream beds. The hairy frog primarily hunts using an ambush strategy, remaining motionless for long periods until unsuspecting prey comes within striking distance. Once close enough, the frog lunges forward with a quick and powerful bite, using its strong jaws to capture and crush its meal. Unlike many frogs that use their sticky tongues to catch prey, the hairy frog directly grabs and bites its food. Its sharp, curved jaw structures allow it to firmly grip struggling prey, preventing escape. Thanks to its muscular hind legs, the hairy frog can execute rapid jumps to close the distance between itself and its prey. This is useful when hunting mobile invertebrates like insects, spiders, and centipedes. While primarily a terrestrial hunter, the hairy frog is also capable of catching prey in water. In fast-moving streams, it can use its webbed feet for propulsion, snatching aquatic invertebrates and small fish when the opportunity arises. The hairy frog has a generalist diet, meaning it eats a wide range of small animals, including crickets, beetles, grasshoppers, and ants. Spiders, including large, ground-dwelling species. Centipedes and millipedes, tough, armored prey that require a strong bite. Earthworms are a common food source in damp rainforest floors. Occasionally, the hairy frog may prey on small lizards, baby frogs, or fish if the opportunity presents itself. The hairy frog has a unique and specialized breeding pattern, adapted to its fast-flowing stream habitats in the rainforests of Central and West Africa. Unlike many frogs that rely on temporary pools or standing water, this species requires rocky, oxygen-rich streams for successful reproduction. The breeding season is closely tied to the rainy season, when water levels rise, providing the ideal environment for egg-laying. Male frogs become territorial, selecting the best nesting sites along stream edges and defending them aggressively from rival males. They may use their retractable bone claws in fights over territory. Males attract females using low, grunting vocalizations and physical displays. Once a female is interested, the male initiates amplexus, the mating position where the male clasps the female from behind. After mating, the female lays between 50 to 100 eggs in a shallow, rocky depression near the water's edge or directly in the stream where water flows gently. The eggs are large and gelatinous, allowing them to stick to rocks and avoid being washed away by strong currents. Once the eggs are fertilized, the female leaves, but the male stays behind to guard them, ensuring they remain safe from predators and environmental threats. Male hairy frogs are dedicated parents, standing guard over the eggs until they hatch. During this period, males develop hair-like dermal papillae on their sides and legs, which increase oxygen absorption in water. This adaptation helps them stay submerged for longer periods while protecting their offspring. If a predator, such as a snake or fish, threatens the nest, the male may use his sharp bone claws in defense. After about 2 to 3 weeks, the eggs hatch into large, sucker-mouthed tadpoles, adapted to fast-moving water. Hairy frog tadpoles have specialized mouthparts that allow them to cling to rocks and graze on biofilm, algae, and organic debris. Their development period is long, sometimes lasting several months, before they undergo metamorphosis into juvenile frogs. Once fully developed, the young frogs leave the water and begin a terrestrial lifestyle, staying near humid environments. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.